It's a video response to the Straight Scared with this Crip kid. Man, honestly, I think this whole thing is just is pride and respect. Pride, we all know it's hard to swallow pride. Not too many people can do it. Respect, respect is earned. It's not just supposed to be given. You know, only this cop. You know, we all know cops. They just expect. You know, they just expect respect just because they're cops, thanks to that badge. But that badge don't mean shit. It honestly doesn't. I take off the badge. If the same cop would have ran into the, homeboy on the street, they would have bumped shoulders or, something ridiculous, just bump into each other. That same dude, the cop, without his uniform and all that stuff on, he would have assumed respect or expected respect just because he's an adult. He could have been coming at him the same way. And if it was bystanders looking at him and the kid was coming at him just as crazy as he was coming at him, the child would be, dude, homeboy would have been looked down upon simply because he's an adult and he's supposed to just shut up. That's not how it go. So I mean, and then it's like the today, especially in today's society, people they got this weird complex that they can just talk to anybody in the kind of way they want to, and it be cool. That's not flying, as we can all see. As homeboy, he wasn't going for it, and honestly, I don't blame him. You can't people just can't talk to people in the kind of way they want to talk to them, and just expect them to roll over. That ain't how it go down. So, but simply because he's a cop and he's in his house, and since the other cop was co-signing, sucking his meat, and the other cop, the lady cop, she was co-signing. Oh, this is what do you say? This is his house. He runs shit here. Things of that nature. And he up against the wall. I mean, and then he talking back. What they expect him to do? It's ridiculous. Like, and then he all in his face, like what do you say? Kind of spit on him, and he wiped his face and put his hands up. That's an instant reflex. If somebody's too close for comfort, that's a reflex to just be like, man, you too close, back up, and then you better put your hands down, blah blah blah. But then the cop is telling him, do something, do something. I dare. Come on now. It was a lose-lose situation for him. I mean, I'm not taking sides because I feel both of them out of line. Because the cop knew he got an advantage, off rip. That's a system. That's a whole other discussion for another day. The system, it ain't gonna never be how it's supposed to be. It was never how it was supposed to be, and it's never gonna be how it was intended to be. So that's anyway. I, I don't know what they expected. I mean, I don't blame dude. I mean, the cop. I mean, I'm not taking sides at all because homeboy, he had a line. 16. Claiming crip and first off, that gang shit that's played out. Don't nobody do that no more. If you do, look, you lost. I don't even know how you become a crip. I don't know how you become a blood. I don't know how. It's niggas like 4 years old claiming, walking written. How do you be? How do you even get initiated? You know what? I don't even want to know because that ain't even my MO. I don't even have the interest, the desire to know. Just to feed into that bullshit. So I just think it boils down to pride and respect. And then nah, they actually when they took they took him out and then they put him in a room with the inmates. And the inmate was like, "Oh, you like fighting? You the tough guy. Oh, fighting me would be like fighting God." Man, that's something any inmate would tell you. That like that's not the first show like this where they didn't put kids in rooms with inmates and they had to talk to him. Any inmate would tell you they'd beat the shit out of you. But then that same cop got mad at him because he kept talking back to the inmates. What was he supposed to do? Somebody say, "Oh, I'll beat the shit out of you." What you supposed to be like? "Oh yeah, you'll beat the shit out of me. Let me shut up." No, that's not how it's working out. So I mean, and then the other cop was co-signing. I guarantee you, 10 years he'll be. That's just typical cop. And that comes to a whole nother complex with death. It's this is deeper than the surface. But basically, in this situation, I think a boy's done a pride and respect. So that's all I got. I'm not taking sides. Homeboy, he was out of line. Cop is out of line. But I mean, I understand where homeboy coming from. You can't just nobody's gonna come at you crazy. You're just supposed to let it happen. And then even though, because it's a cop, it's like that's even more of a reason. That's more of a drive to not let it happen because they got an advantage over you, and they know that they got an advantage over you. So that's a mental thing anyway. So I don't blame you. But like I said, it's just pride and respect. So that's all I got. I'm gone.